coping and core elements of the resilience framework.
Resilience is something that we can all learn, grow and develop from. We will need support to do this. For example, if someone lives in a house where there is damp, you can't just tell them to become more resilient. You will need to support them to fix the problem. When they're physically stronger, they may seem to feel more resilient. Equally, if someone is starting to feel bullied, it's not about telling them to become more resilient. The school needs to take action against the bullying.
It's not just up to us to build our resilience. Everyone has a responsibility, whether that be our parents or carers at home, our teachers in schools or professionals within the community.
Even our neighbours and government have responsibilities such as looking at policies around food poverty which can help us become more resilient.
There are a lot of basic things that are really important to us, which helps us feel secure and resilient. When we don't have all these things, it can be hard to put right. But there is support and advice out there from agencies such as Citizens Advice Bureau, who will see if there's help available.
I live in a council estate with my mum, who's recently been made redundant because of the pandemic, and we try and eat healthy, but it's expensive, so most times we have a pot noodle or something on toast. But lucky enough, my mum got help from Universal Credit and a warm home discount from the government, meaning we can go shopping and have proper tea at night in a nice warm home.
Where we live, there's a local park nearby, which loads of noisy gangs are around there, which makes me feel unsafe at times and stops me sleeping.
But recently the council put CCTV cameras up and we have police community officers who walk around the estate, which makes us feel safer and I'm able to have a good night's sleep.
Over the summer holidays, my youth centre gave us vouchers to buy discounted bikes with. So me and my mates would go on huge bike rides exploring the city. Sometimes we just meet up on a field and someone would bring a ball and we just chill together all day and play a game of footy. It was good to get out and just get fresh air. A few times we would meet other groups of young people though, which we didn't know, and we just play a big game of footy together, which was cool.
We all need good relationships in our lives, but these don't happen overnight. They have to be worked at and nurtured. Some of us may not recognise this, and it is important we understand some of the things we need in order to have good relationships, which can be a positive in our lives. These relationships can bring good and happy times with, and knowing that there are friends and family that we can trust, and who like us for who we are.
In our household, Mum gives us all different jobs that we can help out with. Sometimes I can't be bothered doing the dishes or doing the hoovering, and neither can she. She's got to be in the right mood, haven't you? But we know she appreciates it, and it's actually good for us to have some responsibility and help out. We all make it a fun thing to do. Mum puts the music on loud and we all have a sing along and a laugh doing them.
Mum tells us for her mum used to do the same with her. Apparently it's a bit of a family tradition where everyone helps out and dances to some music while doing the chores. It's a good job she taught us the importance of helping out though, because we started helping out more at church too, especially when we have a big clean up after the youth club. And when we start volunteering to help out, our other friends offer to help too.
I absolutely love drama. It's one of my favourite subjects. My teacher told me to get to the drama club after school that she thought I would enjoy, but I really felt scared about going for the first time. She told me that she would go with me and help me meet other people, and I'm so glad she did.
In After School Club, we make loads of new friends and have so much fun together.
We talk about lots of different things, like what healthy relationships are, the importance of kindness, and not leaving people out.
Learning is not just about the things we do in school. Although it does play a vital part in this, we need to learn about life, our personality, skills and talents.
We also need to learn how to deal with failure and pick ourselves back up if things go wrong, and that's what we call resilience.
I love primary school, but I'm so scared to start secondary school. A brand new school, a different room for each subject, remembering my books and my lessons, being with different people, it's so scary. But I went to a transition day this summer, and my new teachers helped me to feel comfortable and spoke to me about my worries. Now I feel confident about going to secondary school. I'm excited.
Well, PE was my favourite subject in school. So much so, I want to be a PE teacher when I'm older. I want to go to uni and get my degree. start teaching, be the best teacher I can be. I was actually chosen as my year's sports ambassador this year, which basically means that I get to teach sessions to other pupils just to get a feel for what it'd be like. I'm proud of myself. Some days I get to school early, stay late, get involved with sports clubs, and that takes dedication, really. I still get a bit nervous delivering sessions with my mates are there, but I'm going to stick at it and hopefully my confidence will improve. But after all, I'm going to be doing it every day when I become a PE teacher, won't I?
Many of us struggle to problem solve as we don't always know the best way to do it, and we may need some support. You may need to teach us to regulate our feelings and listen to our heads more.
Sometimes at school, especially at breaks and lunch times, there's this group of girls that keep bullying this girl in the year below. It's been happening for a good few weeks now, and I know people like to have banter or whatever, but sometimes they just take it too far and it doesn't feel right. I didn't want to approach the girls directly because I wouldn't have felt comfortable doing that. But I went to speak to my form tutor, Mrs. Smith, which I was quite scared to do because I didn't want anyone to say I was a grass or a snitch or anything. But Mrs. Smith is really sound, and she said I did the right thing going to talk to her. She said just to leave it with her, she'll do the rest, and she'll make sure she speaks to the girls.
Because during COVID, some days I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. After speaking to my parents, we made a list of things that we were all interested in, and we tried to do them together, even if we did have to become creative because of the lockdown rules.
From baking to yoga classes to learning how to paint, it gave me the purpose of most days to do something that interested me, and it brought some laughs along the way.
When I think back to when I was younger, I always used to get angry or frustrated if someone didn't agree with me or see my point of view. But when I think back to it, maybe I needed to do the same and listen to what they had to say too. Not everyone agrees, and it's okay for people to have different points of views and opinions. This one time in dance, we had to choreograph our own routines, and this girl just didn't agree with anything I was coming up with and wanted to use all of her own moves instead. This actually caused an argument between us. Teaching me to speak to our pastoral leader, and it was actually so useful. It was the first time both of us realised that it's okay to think differently and to truly listen to one another and to find techniques for us to calm down when we're angry or frustrated.
How do I view myself? What can you do to help me build character and gain insight into who I really am? This could be done by looking at my likes and dislikes. It's important to instill a sense of hope into us, that no matter how hard things may become in life, things can get better.
I love to play the guitar and sing. Sometimes I sing at my youth club in front of my friends, and I've learned lots of new songs during lockdown. At first I was nervous to play at night, but then my friends and youth workers encouraged me to get up and sing. With their support, I did it. It was the best day ever.
Racism is a problem in my school. People saying little comments under the breath to others. Some people thinking it's a laugh, but deep down we all know it's not right. One of the people who makes the comments is my mate. Every time he says something, it gives me a feeling of dread. Makes me heart sink for the other person. This one time at school, we have this programme called Mentors in Violence Prevention. This taught us the power of being an active bystander and options of what we can do to do something about it. As a result, I ended up having a conversation with my mate, telling him it's sly and that he needs to stop it. He'd never really seen it from a victim's point of view before, and he was shocked. But he was thankful that I had the conversation with him to stop doing it.
I've suffered with anxiety for as long as I can remember. I actually think it started in year 7 in that transition year. In school we had an assembly about anxiety and about how it makes us feel and behave. It was like they were actually talking to me. They asked us if we wanted to stay behind afterwards and speak to them. And I ended up speaking to the woman, and she got me loads of help in school and told me about CAM's partnership. She actually really helped me, and now I'm part of the partnership that helps other young people.
Through our stories, you can see that no matter whether you are a parent, carer or professional, you can help to support us to build our resilience.
Every interaction with us is an opportunity for intervention and to help us grow in these 5 areas of resilience.